What's up, family? I got to thinking, right? So you got Terence Crawford came off the win with amnesia. Dope. What was it? What round was it? He knocked him out. Fifth round knockout, I think it was. Knocked him out in the fifth or sixth round. I forgot what round it was. Got the knockout win. Earl Spence destroys Ugas in April. Errol Spence, he's going through all this stuff. Okay, they went. He's supposed to fight in the summertime of 23. Him and Bud had negotiations all through the summertime, fall time, trying to make this fight. A lot of back and forth. They finally released the transparency at the final hour after Bud already was signed, sealed, and delivered with David Avenesian, right? So here's the thing. You hear Errol say he gonna spin the block again. So Bud's like, okay, spin the block. I'm waiting for you to spin the block. And we could go back into negotiations, right? But here's the thing about that. Why do they need to even go into negotiations again in the first place? If Terence Crawford agreed to everything, and then when they revised everything, that's when he agreed to it, right? And then they pushed it to 2023, right? And they finally gave him the transparency, even though he was already about to line up the fight with Avenesian, right? I looked at that kind of they tried to they did that strategically to try to take the heat off them, to try to make it seem like they weren't to blame for the fight night happening. So they put it out there. They did give him the transparency, but they did it after the fact. But they was dragging it before it was even a thing with the David Avenesian fight, right? But here's the thing. If everything is already good, Bud accepted it, they showed him the transparency, why the fuck are we going into negotiations again? What is there to negotiate about? They said they gave him transparency, even though it came late. Bud said it as well, right? So he's done with Avenesian. Avenesian is knocked off. Errol Spence Jr. miraculously gets into a third car accident. And now he's hurt. He's injured. And now the fight, he's supposed to be fighting a fight in May or June, right? So that car accident did so much damage to Errol Spence that he got to fight all the way in May and June. That's like almost a whole year from his last fight with Ugas, right? But nonetheless, with all of this crazy chaos going on, right? Regardless, one thing is for certain, Bud got his transparency. And it came late, but he still got it. He knows what's up, right? And Bud confirms this as well, right? So why are we talking about negotiations? What is there else to negotiate? I don't know if y'all really caught on to that, but I'm sitting there and I'm saying, these cats talking about going back to spinning the block, going back to negotiations. Well, what is there to negotiate? He agreed to everything. So what's holding up this thing? So now that car accident. So now that I think about it, I'm like, okay, now they talking about a car accident and Keith Thurman, and I'm like, oh God. Was that going to be the next roadblock that was already laid out for Terence Crawford? Because I can't really understand what's there to negotiate. Are they going to negotiate Keith Thurman out of the way? What is there to negotiate, bro? Or what's left to negotiate? A venue? Like where they going to fight at? They got to figure that out. I mean, listen, man. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I know a lot of us are tired of talking about this damn fight, and I am for one. Listen, I don't talk about this fight to get clicks and views. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. I really don't. I talk about the fight because I like the fight. I like every element that comes along with this fight. But if we don't get this fight in 23, I don't really see that shit no more. It's not gonna end. It's not going to happen. If we don't get it this year coming, it's not gonna happen, y'all. So let's just get that fight behind us and just start focusing on other stuff. It's clear that a lot of the dudes in the higher echelon behind the scenes and stuff, they're the ones that's really ruling it in this sport. And it's really a shame to watch how this is happening. Not just the Errol Spence Terence Crawford thing. It's a lot of other fights. It's a lot of promoters ruling stuff, and Al Heyman is the main culprit. But you know, a lot of these fanboys, they're not gonna hold him accountable. They're not gonna hold Errol Spence accountable. So I don't really see what the fuck is the hold up. What's the negotiation gonna really be about, man? I guess we'll have to see. We'll see how everything turns out. But the ball is in Errol Spence's court, bro, and even Al Heyman's. And I guess we'll finally get to see their true colors. Because again, why are we going into negotiations if everything was already agreed upon? He already saw the transparency and everything like that. So it should be nothing but these two motherfuckers putting ink on paper right now. But then again, we got Keith Thurman now. We got the new car accident. So it's always going to be something in the fucking way. But when it's everybody else, when it's a fight with anybody else, ain't never really no big deal. The only thing that I can say was he was supposed to fight Pacquiao, then his eye got fucked up and all of that, supposedly, whatever. But we'll see what happens next. This is your boy Rebel Life Boxing. I appreciate the watch. Y'all check me out, sub and all that good stuff. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.